Welcome to Reflect with Ed Fassio. Get ready to experience one of the world's first 100% digitally generated podcasts, where we take a step back, dive deep, and strive to learn new things. Join us as we unpack thought-provoking ideas, personal reflections, and inspiring stories to help you stay in the know. Reflect is brought to you by the minds at ByteBrain and powered by emerging technologies from Google, HeyGen, OpenAI, and 11 Labs. Thanks for tuning in. Now, relax and prepare to reflect.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Reflect, the world's first 100% AI-generated podcast. That's right. We're diving into another mystery.
I love a good mystery.
Oh, you and me both. And today, it doesn't get much more mysterious or macabre than this we are tackling the death of Edgar Allan Poe.
Ooh, spooky.
Right. The master of the macabre himself.
Yeah.
The guy who gave us The Raven and the Telltale Heart and the Cask of Amontillado.
So many good ones.
Right. But his own death, man, it's like a story straight out of his own, dark and twisted imagination.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, he wrote it himself.
You know, it's funny because he was, known for his detective stories, the murders in the Rue Morgue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we can't even solve his own death.
Right.
It's crazy. And to think, his death happened all the way back in 1849.
Wow, yeah.
So, almost 200 years ago, and we still don't have any definitive answers.
That's kind of crazy, yeah. But it was a different time back then, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But even for back then, it was a really mysterious and unusual case.
The details are just so bizarre.
Yeah.
Right. Poe was supposed to be traveling from Richmond to Philadelphia.
Right.
And he just vanishes.
Just off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
No one knows what happened.
And then boom, days later.
Yeah.
He's found delirious.
Delirious.
Outside a saloon in Baltimore.
Oh my God. In someone else's clothes too.
Someone else's clothes. What the heck happened?
Are you kidding me? How did that happen?
Yeah. It's is this a Poe story?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's stranger than fiction, really.
Right. And to make it even more spooky.
Yeah.
He dies just a few days later.
Days later. Yeah.
Leaving behind,
A lot of unanswered questions.
So many strange clues.
Oh, yeah.
A breadcrumb trail to nowhere. You know what I mean?
It's like he wanted to leave us with a mystery.
So where do we even begin with this? How do we untangle this mess?
Well, I think we got to start with the facts. As hazy as they are,
right.
What do we actually know?
Okay, so let's back up a sec. Poe is on this trip. He vanishes.
Right.
What are the key events that happen next?
Okay, so the big one, October 3rd, okay, that's when Poe is found outside Gunner's Hall.
Gunner's Hall.
Yeah, this saloon in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
And he is out of it. He's delirious, disoriented.
He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and get this, wearing clothes that don't belong to him.
Dude, someone else's clothes. I still can't get over that.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
And so this printer, Joseph W. Walker, recognizes him and, thank goodness, calls a doctor.
Thank goodness, right.
Yeah, otherwise, who knows what would have happened.
Right.
And so he gets admitted to Washington College Hospital.
Okay, and what about his condition? What was wrong with him?
Well, that's where the
haze comes in.
The haze gets even hazier, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
The doctor who treated him was Dr. John J. Moran.
Dr. John J. Moran.
And he left some pretty conflicting accounts, of Poe's last days and the cause of death.
Conflicting accounts? What are we talking about here?
So, some reports say that Poe was calling out for this guy Reynolds.
Reynolds?
Yeah, and claimed to have been drugged.
Drugged? Oh, okay.
But then other accounts say he was talking about his wife and his mother.
So, completely different scenarios.
Yeah, so we can't even be sure what Poe's last words were.
Dude, that's nuts. You would think that would be...
You would think that'd be a simple thing.
The one thing they would know, right?
Exactly.
So, if we can't even get that straight...
Right.
Is it any wonder that his death is still, debated today?
It's the perfect setup for speculation, right?
Right.
And boy, have people come up with theories.
Oh, yeah.
Over the years, Poe's death has been blamed on everything from alcoholism to rabies.
Oh, I've heard the rabies thing. That's pretty
creepy.
Yeah.
But get this.
Yeah.
To being forced to vote.
Wait, what? Multiple times in an election.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so this is wild.
Yeah.
There was this thing called cooping.
Cooping.
Yeah, basically, imagine gangs.
Okay.
Kidnapping people and making them vote for a specific candidate over and over again.
Dude,
sometimes in different disguises.
That's messed up.
I know, right? And to keep them compliant,
yeah.
they'd often keep them drunk or drugged.
So, like, totally out of their minds.
Yeah, pretty messed up.
Totally.
And apparently it was somewhat common
Common.
in 19th century elections,
Wow.
especially in Baltimore.
Oh, okay. So where does Poe fit into this?
Well, remember, he was found near a polling place
On election day.
on election day. Bingo. Wearing someone else's clothes.
Holy crap, that actually kind of makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Those details line up for sure.
That's a pretty compelling theory, honestly. But what about, like, the more traditional explanations, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe he just, drank himself to death. Well, alcoholism for sure is a popular theory.
It's like the go-to, right?
It's easy, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't quite fit. I mean, he did struggle with alcohol.
Right. That's well documented.
It's true.
Yeah.
But people who knew him said he was actually super sensitive to it.
Oh, really?
Like, he could only handle tiny amounts.
Yeah.
And he also had periods of sobriety.
Okay, so it wasn't like a constant thing.
Yeah, and witnesses said he didn't look drunk when they found him.
So not like falling down drunk.
No, not at all.
And his symptoms, like medically speaking,
Yeah.
they don't quite match up with alcohol poisoning.
No, not really.
Okay, so not cooping,
Right.
not a bender gone wrong.
What else could it be?
What else could it be? There's got to be something.
Well, buckle up. There's a whole list of possibilities.
Laid it on me.
We got rabies, diabetes, heart disease,
Oh,
epilepsy, tuberculosis.
like everything but the kitchen sink, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Any of those, like,
Yeah.
stand out as more likely than others.
One that's gained some traction is the rabies theory.
Rabies.
Yeah.
Like the foaming at the mouth rabies?
Well, there was this study in '96 by Dr. R. Michael Benitez.
Okay.
He took a close look at Poe's symptoms before his death and concluded they were consistent with rabies.
Ooh, rabies. That's like...
Yeah, not pretty.
Yeah, it's a horrible way to go, man.
It is, but, I mean, we're talking about Poe, the guy who wrote about all this.
Dark and disturbing stuff.
Exactly.
Almost fitting in a messed up way.
Right.
Yeah.
That even his death has this, like, macabre mystery to it.
Totally.
It's very Poe.
And of course, we can't forget about the most dramatic possibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
Murder.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Was he, like,
Yeah.
silenced by a jealous rival or a scorned lover?
Maybe a secret society?
A secret society. That's good. Yeah. Like some Masonic conspiracy?
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
The Da Vinci Code?
It's so tempting to go there, right?
But there's no evidence.
Yeah. Not really. No, it's mostly just speculation.
Fueled by our love of a good mystery.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, Poe's life and work, I mean, they just give us so much to speculate about.
So, like, where do we stand after all this?
Yeah.
Are we any closer to understanding?
I mean, it's the million-dollar question.
What happened to Poe?
Sadly, no, we don't have a smoking gun.
No confession?
No.
No definitive answer?
Nothing.
So we're left with the same,
Well-
collection of clues and rumors and theories.
That have been debated for over a century.
It's kind of frustrating,
It is.
Like, we want answers.
yeah.
And we know we may never have them,
Right?
but maybe
Yeah.
that unanswered question
Yeah.
is part of what keeps
It's part of his legacy, right?
Poe's legacy alive.
Yeah, the mystery continues.
Right.
And that's kind of beautiful in a way, don't you think?
It is. It's like his stories,
Yeah.
right?
They stay with you.
Yeah, they linger, even after you're done reading them.
They make you think.
Right, and that's the sign of truly great writing.
Exactly.
So what do you think happened to Poe?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Right. Was it cooping, rabies?
Alcoholism, murder.
Something else entirely.
We'll never know for sure.
It's a mystery for the ages.
But that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
I know. And that's what makes the deep dive so much fun.
Right.
So we've got some great resources listed for you all to check out.
Oh, yeah.
So get lost in the theories.
Weigh the evidence. Do your own detective work.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to crack this literary cold case.
Yeah.
After all, in the world of unsolved mysteries,
Yeah.
anything is possible.
Absolutely anything.
And that's what makes it so much damn fun.
And that's why we're here.
Exactly.
So until next time, happy sleuthing.
Happy sleuthing, everybody. Stay curious.
Stay curious.
And we'll see you on the next deep dive.
See you then. Bye. Bye.